What is going on, everybody? DJ Mines here, and today's video is all about helium mining. I have to say I am addicted to helium mining. I love helium mining. I know that sounds crazy. It doesn't make sense. You know why? It doesn't make sense because I'm making like 10 to 30 cents a day, but I don't care, man. This is my new passion and I love it. It's crazy, right? Because I have all these GPUs, right? And these things make so much more than helium for me, for my location and with the antenna that I've been running. But I don't know, it just does it for me, man. Like, it cost 400 bucks to get into, plus the antenna that we bought. So all in all, I'm like 500, 550 bucks in it total. Maybe with shipping a little bit more, but I don't know, man. It's just so interesting to me. Helium mining. Let me show you what we got now. So if you don't know, we have the Rack Wireless minted black spot miner. So first I started with the Rack Wireless right there, and then I moved it up here. That's why you see those little tabs. And then I got a 6 dBi and I put that right here, okay? And then I was so proud of myself. I did that like yesterday, the day before, and everybody's like, dude, the window's killing it, bro. The window's killing it. So look at this now. Look at this. Look at this. Got some Gorilla tape. And I got their 6 dBi right there. I can't put it outside, okay? And I actually had to take my screen out. I need to figure out what to do. I know that they make some skinny things that can go through the window, so I might be able to do that, but this is temporary, at least for now. I'm loving the idea of this, and hopefully this helps with our profits. I want to say this is not sponsored in any way by Helium. I don't have an affiliation or anything. I just really love doing it, man, and it's very interesting. And let me tell you why it's interesting. I have rigs, right? Let me just show you a random rig that I'll just pull up, right? I know it doesn't look the greatest right now, but there's one of the rigs. And that right there is like 200 and something megahash. It's 6600 XTs. And that's cool, right? But there's people out there, not me, because my location is doo-doo, but there's people out there that make just as much, if not more, money with a little box that's this big, a helium miner, than this whole rig, right? And you got to think about it. Not even just 6600 XTs or 3060 Ti's or whatever you want to buy. Like, those cost a lot of money, right? Some people are spending $1,000 per GPU. And if you do the math and you get a 6 rig or a 7 GPU rig, I mean, you could be spending $6,000, $7,000 with motherboard, with the RAM, with the blah, blah, blah. And some people just have, you know, ideally they have a great location and a good antenna and everything, and it's high up on the roof, but they have this little thing that's this small, and they're making just as much money as my whole rig. And I'm not doing that, obviously, like I said, but I just find that so interesting that you could just plug something in, almost like an ASIC, but like more interesting, and it's not loud. It really doesn't waste any power at all. I mean, I don't know if it's 100% true, but I've read it takes like a quarter to 50 cents a month. That's it, on electric, and it just sits out there and it just does its thing. So I'm hoping now that we don't have the stock antenna, we're gonna get a lot better gains, and I just put it outside. So we haven't got a payout yet. I don't know if he'll be good. I have one person that lives within like 3 miles of us, so I'm hoping I can witness them. It's tough with helium mining, right? Because you're really reliant on not just your setup, but also theirs. Because what if this person that has it out there that's less than 3 miles, what if they have it in a place that I can't reach it? Not because I don't have enough dBi, not because I don't have a good location, but because they put it behind a brick wall, or it's inside their house and it's not going outside and I can't reach it, you know? So there's a lot of variables with helium mining, and I want to be upfront about that, you know? Like I said, I'm not making much right now. We'll see what happens with the antenna. And so I don't want you to think that you're gonna plug this in and be rich. But I do think it's a cool project. I love how interesting it is. And it's not on a lot of exchanges, which is also really good for us, because right now it's at 40 bucks. If you ever look at Helium, right, and this is as of, I don't know what's the date, the 20th of November. I think in the last month, it's gone up 100%. If you look over the last 12 months, it's gone up over 1,000%. If you look back when it started, which I believe was 2019, I think it was like 16,000% or something. It's just wild, right? And I'm not saying you're gonna make those gains in the future, right? Please don't get confused. But what I am saying is the potential is there, because it's not on something like Coinbase. It's not on a lot of big exchanges, right? And we're all building this network and you're part of it, and it's really cool. And I like the idea of it, man. Now, obviously, GPUs, man, this is where it's at. Like, I'm not telling you do not go with GPUs, right? But it does get stale at times, you know? I got 2.2 gigahash, which isn't that much, but for at your house, it's not bad. But I do get bored, man, and that's why I've been experimenting with things like this, you know, a little bit of CPU mining, and that's fun. It's not really profitable for me, but it's interesting, right? And that's what helium mining is for me too. And I've just been watching so many people's YouTube videos. I'm just always like, guys, did you see my new setup? Did you see my new setup? Did you? And people are probably so tired of me, man. I'm hanging out in Misfit Gaming Gaming Discord. If you haven't joined them, they're awesome, man. I love Chump Change and all the guys, man. Those dudes are awesome. They're teaching me so much, not even just about helium, but we're just learning so much, man. And I'm always every day talking about helium. Did you hear about this update? And I really like it, man. And it's wild to think about. Currently, it would take me like 4 years to make my money back, but I don't care, man. You know, the money's in the GPUs, for me at least, in my style. You know, everything else is for fun. I find it interesting, and I'd love to hear from you guys, man. What type of DBI are you using? Do you have a helium miner? I know it's hard to get, man, because if you didn't see my most recent helium video, the launch before this for the minted, the same ones that I have, and I have another one coming in, actually 2 more coming in. Yeah, it was so easy to get. Like, you were there on time and you had 5, 10, 15 minutes to buy whatever you wanted to buy, and it really wasn't an issue. But this most recent one was terrible with all the bots and everything, man. They're all over the cook groups. They're just taking over, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? That's just how it is, man. Once there's a lot of money to be made, you know, people are gonna put them on eBay. You can look right now, dude. You pay $400 for those things. On eBay, they're going for $1,000. I think a minimum of like $950. That's if you're like really lucky. You can find for like $950. So you more than double your money. And I'm not saying you should go sell it. I don't think you should. But it is always nice knowing that, you know, if it doesn't work for your location, or you don't end up liking it, or your HOA is like, dude, get that off there, which they're probably not going to be too happy about mine on the window, but that's why I didn't put it on the roof. I would love to put it on the roof, but I feel like this is a good compromise, because I called them and I was like, hey, can I put this on the roof? And they were like, absolutely not. And I was like, well, it's like a 5G, you know, it's for my phone. And they're like, you cannot put anything on the roof or attach anything to the metal shackles, whatever they're called, not shackles, the things on the roof, I'm sorry. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna ask them, but I guess I'll just put it on my window, because you didn't say anything about not putting it on the window, right? So we'll see how long that lasts. And I want to get one of my other miners that are coming in, and the problem is I don't really have anyone that I trust or that I think would be willing to let me put an antenna on their window. You know what I mean? So I think I could get some people to run the little stock one, but they probably live 5-6 miles away, and I don't think I would reach them, or they would reach me, and I know they're not going to get into it. They're going to put it on the windowsill, right? And they're not close enough, in my opinion, to probably make a difference. So if you ever want to figure out if it's good for you, please go to helium.explorer. Just Google that, helium.explorer. Look up your location, man. Type in your address, figure out, is there a lot of people around you? What I learned is you want people around you, right? Because that's where the real money is. The reason that I'm not making a lot of money right now, and again, we'll find out with the new antenna, is because I'm not witnessing other people. So basically, I'm plugged into the Ethernet. You can do Wi-Fi. I do suggest Ethernet, right? Different topic. But that doesn't really make you much. That's just you connecting through the internet and getting paid a little bit. But where the money is when your neighbor does it, right? And you witness them. That's why it's called witnessing their transaction. That's the money, man. If you got somebody over here and then somebody over there and a person, you know, a mile back, and you see their transactions that they're doing from the blockchain, that's where the money's at. And obviously, like I said, I live in a crappy one. So I did order an 8 dBi. I know, that's the addiction, man. That's how much I like doing helium mining, dude, that I bought another antenna. So if this one doesn't work out, I'll give it like a week or two, then whatever, man. We're gonna use the 8 dBi. And there is a city next to me, not like a big city, but a much bigger city than where I live right now. And they have like 4 or 5 over there. So I'm thinking, or hoping rather, that the 8 dBi will reach them if this doesn't, because I'm pretty sure this won't reach them. 8 to 10 miles away? No way. But maybe the 8 dBi will? Probably not. So we'll see how that goes. I think I've rambled enough, man. Let me know about your helium miner. Are you ever going to get into it? Is it stupid to you? Is it scummy? I don't know. Is it interesting? Just let me know what you're using and everything. I think I've rambled enough. DJ Minds, signing out.